Hey guys, this is Aman Mittal welcoming you all to Daily News Nuts, an initiative of Prep Nuts. Today the date is 18th of June 2020 and we shall be seeing all the articles that you must go through from the exams perspective. आज near about 9 articles हैं हमारे पास from the Hindu, 2 articles are from Indian Express and 1 from PIB. Coming on to the front page of Hindu, there is a news that India will protect every inch of its territory, says the Prime Minister. So with respect to the ongoing India-China border tensions, the Prime Minister of India has come out to deliver a speech for all the citizens of a country, and you can go through this speech to get a sense of the situation prevailing at the border between India and China. Although there is not much to be extracted from this from the exams perspective, but a quick read can be given to understand the seriousness of the issue. Moving on to the next article now, we have come onto the page number 5 and there is one article that more drones pilot training schools in offing. So Ministry of Civil Aviation recently notified the draft rules known as the Unmanned Aircraft System Rules 2020 to regulate the drones in India, and now the DGCA has come out with a draft circular to allow the interested parties to sign up for the drone pilot training schools. So इस आर्टिकल से अगेन आपको इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन मिलती है with respect to the regulation of the drones and the facilitation of the drone industry in India. So important things जहां पे ध्यान देने की जरूरत है इस आर्टिकल में, that are import pilot training organizations. ये keywords हैं जो आपको यूज करने हैं अपने एग्जाम में, और whenever you speak about the measures taken by the government of India with respect to the regulation or the facilitation of the drone industry in India. And the second is RPA, that is the remotely piloted aircraft. So you can pay attention to the highlighted part of this article and can save this article in your Evernote or OneNote app along with the previous article wherein we discussed about the unmanned aircraft system rules of 2020. Moving on to the next article now. On the editorial page we have a lead, history, the standoff and the policy worth rereading. इस आर्टिकल में दो फॉरेन पॉलिसीज डिस्कस करी हैं. वन इज दैट ऑफ चाइना 5 फिंगर पॉलिसी, जहां पे वो डिफाइन करता है 5 फिंगर्स को एज लद्दाख, नेपाल, सिक्किम, भूटान एंड द नेफा और द नॉर्थ ईस्ट फ्रंटियर एजेंसी, दैट इज अरुणाचल प्रदेश. एंड द सेकंड इज दैट ऑफ इंडियाज 3-pronged फॉरेन पॉलिसी व्हिच प्रोवाइड्स एन इफेक्टिव काउंटर टू द चाइनाज 5 फिंगर पॉलिसी. तो इंडिया की 3-pronged फॉरेन पॉलिसी में जो 3 मेजर एरियाज हैं, दैट इंक्लूड बॉर्डर्स, दैट इज टू मैनेज द बॉर्डर्स इफेक्टिवली, और इंडिया ने उसमें कैसे डेवलपमेंट किया है राइट फ्रॉम द 1950s वो यहाँ पे मेंशन्ड है, लाइक द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द इंडियन फ्रंटियर एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज एंड द स्पेशल डेस्क क्रिएटेड एट द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स along with the recent developments that have been taken for the border modernization along the India-China border. The second aspect of this 3-pronged foreign policy is the outreach and the treaties signed with the other neighboring countries like Nepal and Bhutan. तो नेपाल के साथ इंडिया की 1950 Treaty of Peace and Friendship है which allows the open border between both the countries, and with Bhutan India has Treaty of Perpetual Peace and Friendship which was amended in 2007 by the India-Bhutan Friendship Treaty by allowing Bhutan to manage its own external affairs. And the third aspect of the India's 3-pronged foreign policy is the Tibet. तो यह आर्टिकल आपको बहुत अच्छे पॉइंट्स देता है which definitely will help you to better understand and express your views with respect to the India-China relations in general and India-China border tensions in particular. इस आर्टिकल को आप एक केयरफुल रीड दीजिएगा so as to understand in detail the foreign policies of India and China. Moving on to the next article, there is another article on the op-ed page, maternal health matters. ये आर्टिकल को आपको पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है because you won't be able to extract much from this. You just need to understand the crux that we have been discussing the impact of COVID-19 and the lockdown on women since a long time. और हमने जो अभी तक major impacts देखे हैं, that is the increase in the domestic violence cases against the women, जो अभी NCW ने recently कहा था कि 2.5 times बढ़ गए हैं. The second is the menstrual hygiene, जो कि एक स्टडी कंडक्ट हुई थी और ये सामने आया था कि menstrual hygiene women ensure नहीं कर पा रही हैं due to the unavailability of the sanitary napkins especially in the rural areas, and also due to the closure of schools which directly has impacted the menstrual hygiene of many school going girls. Next was the unemployment, where we saw that the unemployment has risen among the women as the lockdown has impacted the women most because of several reasons, like the companies have prioritized the lay of women over the men to cut the operational cost. Second, women are not able to work from home in an effective manner when compared to the men working from the home. And now in this article there is mention of the reproductive health which again will deteriorate rate because of the lockdown and its impact on the women. तो इंडिया का मैटरनल मोर्टिलिटी रेशियो भी बढ़ सकता है और इसका इम्पैक्ट IMR दैट इज द इंफेंट मोर्टिलिटी रेशियो पे भी देखने को मिलेगा बिकॉज ऑफ द अनसेफ अबॉर्शंस एंड डिलीवरीज एज मोस्ट ऑफ दीज एक्टिविटीज इन इंडिया आर टेकन केयर बाय द प्राइवेट नर्सिंग होम्स व्हिच वर शट डाउन ड्यूरिंग द लॉकडाउन पीरियड। तो इस आर्टिकल से आपको एक क्रक्स ध्यान में रखना है along with the important points that should be with you to substantiate all these keywords or the subheads. Now we shall be moving on to the next article. With China, India will have to be Atmanirbhar. इस आर्टिकल में अगेन बहुत अच्छे से बताया है about the ongoing India-China border tensions and there is also mention about the implications of this incident on the various multilateral forums where India is actively involved like BRICS, SCO and the RIC. So if you can go through the highlighted part, that would be enough for you to understand the further implications of this event that is taking place at the border between India and China. Moving on to the next article now. PM Cares court seeks government reply. तो PM Cares fund already हम डिटेल में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं and here there is a mention of a petition जो ये कहती है कि PM Cares fund में जो भी contribution आया है उसको National Disaster Response Fund that is NDRF में ट्रांसफर कर दिया जाए. The second important thing that is mentioned out here is about the national plan जो कि डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्ट ऑफ 2005 के अंडर एस्टैब्लिश किया जाता है या फॉर्मुलेट किया जाता है. तो अभी जो एट प्रेजेंट नेशनल प्लान है दैट इज ऑफ द लास्ट ईयर एंड इट हैज नॉट बीन अपडेटेड ड्यूरिंग दिस कोविड पेंडेमिक. So these are two important things mentioned out here. The first that is NDRF will First point with respect to the NDRF will help you to further elaborate upon the PM Cares Fund जहाँ पे various issues हैं like that of CSR, RTI and PM Cares overshadowing PMNRF that is the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund and also the Chief Minister Relief Funds of various states in India. And the second point out here that is the national plan gives you an idea about the Disaster Management Act जिसके अंडर national plan establish किया जाता है to comprehensively deal with all the arising situations of this kind. Moving on to the next article now. Assessment of oil well blowout impact begins. तो हमने देखा था कि तिनसुकिया डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ द असम में ऑयल इंडिया लिमिटेड का एक वेल ऑयल ब्लो आउट हो गया है एंड नाउ द तेरी that is the Energy and Research Institute has begun assessing the impact on the environment due to this blowout. So the key important things that need to be studied with respect to this blowout incident are about the Dibru-Saikhowa National Park, which is one of the 19 biodiversity hotspots of the world. Second is the Magari-Motapang wetland, which is also situated close to the Dibru-Saikhowa National Park. And the third important thing mentioned out here is about the bioremediation. So bioremediation environment एक और पार्ट है एंड ऑल्सो यू कैन गिव एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस ब्लो आउट वेयर इन द बायोरेमिडिएशन टेक्निक बाय द TERI और द तेरी वाज यूज्ड टू क्लीन द पॉल्यूटेड साइट. तो ये कुछ चीजें हैं यहाँ पे जो आपको पढ़नी जरूरी है. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट आर्टिकल नाउ. इज चाइना's peaceful development over? This article gives you some substantial examples with respect to the assertive attitude of China adopted by it lately. तो चाइना का जो assertive attitude है ये सिर्फ इंडिया के साथ नहीं शो हो रहा है but it has been expressed by China with many other countries like Taiwan, Malaysia, Vietnam, Japan, US and Australia as well. तो इस आर्टिकल से आपको सिर्फ ये एग्जांपल्स पिक करने हैं with the objective कि अगर आप एक या दो भी याद रख पाए while speaking or writing about the China's assertive attitude, then definitely it will make your points more meaningful and impactful. Moving on to the next article now. The first is SEBI eases fundraising norms फॉर फर्म्स. तो सिक्योरिटीज एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया ने कुछ मेजर्स लिए हैं टू एनहांस द लिक्विडिटी इन द मार्केट और वो मेजर्स यहाँ पे मेंशन्ड हैं अलोंग विद द मेजर्स टेकन बिफोर बाय द सेबी with the same objective of enhancing liquidity in the market. So all these points mentioned out here are important for you from the mains and interview perspective because there you will be able to speak and write about the measures taken by the government of India to ease the liquidity in the market. तो हमारे पास बहुत सारे points हैं with respect to that like the announcements made under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, measures taken by the RBI with respect to the forex reserves, open market operations, LAF that is the liquidity adjustment facility and now you get some of the measures taken by the SEBI to further ease the liquidity in the market. तो ये आर्टिकल को एक केयरफुल रीडिंग देने की जरूरत है और यहाँ पे जो कीवर्ड्स हैं like the qualified institutional placements, rights issue, these need to be studied from the prelims perspective as well because direct questions can be expected in the prelims with respect to these two key terms. Moving on to the next article now, RBI to tighten rules for home finance firms. इस आर्टिकल से आपको प्रीलिम्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से दो पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं. फर्स्ट इज that all the housing finance companies are considered as non-banking financial companies, that is NBFC. तो ये direct point आ सकता है prelims में, and to avoid any kind of confusion there, you can know it today that housing finance companies are actually the NBFCs. The second important thing out here is the definition of the NBFC according to the RBI. तो अगर किसी कंपनी के टोटल असेट्स में फाइनेंशियल असेट्स 50% से ज्यादा होते हैं और अगर उसके फाइनेंशियल असेट्स से इनकम उस कंपनी के ग्रॉस इनकम में 50% से ज्यादा कंट्रीब्यूशन देती है, then such a company is called as the NBFC according to the RBI. So these are the two important points mentioned out here. Now let us quickly see two articles from the Indian Express. Why Bengaluru COVID count is least among big cities. इस आर्टिकल से आपको एक केस स्टडी पिकअप करनी है, एक बेस्ट प्रैक्टिस, एक मॉडल पिकअप करना है, एंड दैट इज द बेंगलुरु मॉडल, which being a metropolitan like Mumbai, Delhi and Chennai has the lowest COVID cases near about only 827, whereas its counterpart like Mumbai has 60,000 cases, Delhi has near about 44,000 and Chennai has near about 34,000 cases. तो बेंगलुरु अपने आप में एक मॉडल बन जाता है that it has been able to contain COVID infection and restrict it to 800 cases so far. So the approach adopted by the Bengaluru is actually the retrospective tracing of contacts mentioned out here, जो आपको भी mention करनी है whenever you write about the Bengaluru model. Also you can use this to appreciate the urban local body of the Bangalore. तो ये case study सिर्फ health pandemic पर restrict नहीं होती है. This can be used in your governance section as well. Appreciate the ULBs or the urban local bodies. Moving on to the next article, good work. ये एक छोटा सा आर्टिकल है on the editorial page of the Indian Express और यहाँ से हमें फिर से एक एग्जांपल पिक करना है. That is a landmark judgment of the Supreme Court of United States which has protected the gay and the transgender people from discrimination in the workplace. तो इंडिया में जब भी आप LGBTQ community के empowerment की बात करेंगे तो you can use this judgment, you can quote this judgment as a suggestion for the Indian government to adopt such practices, because इंडिया में अभी जो डेवलपमेंट हुआ है with respect to this community that is restricted to the decriminalization of the gay sex. लेकिन अभी बहुत सारी चीजें बची हैं जो कि स्टेट को एक्नॉलेज करनी है, रिकॉग्नाइज करनी है एंड उन पे फॉर्मुलेट करना है एक इफेक्टिव लेजिस्लेशन फॉर द ओवरऑल एम्पावरमेंट ऑफ द LGBTQI community. And one important thing of all those things is the discrimination at the workplace which is often faced by the members of this community in India. You have to remember this judgment of the US Supreme Court so to apply it on the Indian context. Now, moving on to the last article from the PIB, the Sports Ministry to establish Khelo India State Centers of Excellence to enhance India's Olympic performance. तो खेलो इंडिया स्कीम के अंडर ये डिसाइड किया है that they will establish the Khelo India State Centers of Excellence to strengthen the India's pursuit for the excellence in Olympics. तो prelims point of view से ये important है, and also you can mention this initiative in the mains examination or at the interview stage to showcase the measures taken by the government of India to mainstream sports in the country. So these were the 12 articles जो आज important है पढ़ने के लिए. Screenshots of all these articles are available on our Telegram channel. You can download those screenshots from there and save it on your Evernote or OneNote app under the relevant notebooks or the sections made by you for better and smart organization of the current affairs. Please post your queries, suggestions, doubts in the comment section below. Keep learning. Thank you.